Hi, it's Kate from Vera Kate. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a reading vlog for you from July, and I'm very excited to get that to you. And I should have my reading wrap up Wednesday or Friday, depending, because I still have to film a knitting podcast too. And out of all the creatives in the sea, you chose me. I just get worse and worse with the cheesiness. Anyways, I'm glad you're here. I hope you enjoy the video. Good morning. It's July 13th. I am off from work today and I'm going to read. It's about 10:30. It is Tuesday, July 14th. I finished my first book for the Choose Your Party prompt for the HRCYED. I'll link it down below. It's a reading challenge set by Stephanie from QWERTY. I finished the book Night of Ghosts and Shadows by Mercedes Lackey and Ellen Guan, and I have no idea what happened. I hated it. God, it was awful. It kept switching from first person to third person, and I had no idea what was happening the entire time because I was listening to it on audiobook, and it bothered me so much. I finished it, but I hated it. I'm discontinuing the series, and I will not read Mercedes Lackey, even though she's prolific, apparently. She writes a lot of those books in the 90s, but I will not be reading any more of her books. I'm gonna move on to the next book, which is God Killer, which is it's an ebook read. Ruins of Gorlon is an ebook read as well. And Joe Abercrombie's The Blade Itself of the First Law Trilogy is a audiobook. And then the other one, Hounded by Kevin Hearn, is a ebook too. So maybe I'll flip-flop. We'll see which one I like better. Right. It's the 14th of July, and I just finished Nights of Ghosts and Shadows by Ellen Guan and Mercedes Lackey. Fantasy, and it is the next book in the Choose Your Party Bookception vlog that I'm doing. I'm also gonna read, I have to read The Ruins of Gorlon by John Flanagan and finish that, and then that'll be my second book. I also have The Blade Itself as an audiobook, and I'm about to change and go outside and go by the pool, so hopefully it'll be nice out and we can get some reading done. I'm on chapter 10. So far I like this. I'm on page 62 of 208, and it's okay. It's moving fast, and I'm outside by my pool. I got my hair cut yesterday, and I got bangs, so getting used to them. Today is the 18th of July, and I am planning on reading some books today. I am listening to 2 audiobooks. I'm listening to The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods, and I'm also listening to Joe Abercrombie's The First Law Trilogy, The Blade Itself. I'm also knitting. I decided to work on the second sleeve because I finished the first sleeve. Checking in with my reading. I listened to about 5% of the blade itself, and that's it. But I also wanted to show you my poetry pullover. It's beautiful so far. I messed up in some spots, but it's really not that bad. So I'm working on the second sleeve. It's Sunday, July 20th, maybe, around. I am listening to Gavin on sprints this morning, and I plan on doing a whole bunch of stuff. Get things done. Like, how? I have no idea how I'm gonna do this. I am 15% of the way through the blade itself. $37% of the way through the Rose of Gorlon, 3% through the book Hounded by Kevin Hearn, and 1%, which means really I just opened it, through God Killer. And I have downloading The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods. I am about 20% of the way through The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. It's going okay. It's taking kind of long time to get through, but I'm on page 116 of 208 in chapter 19 and of Runes of Gorlon. I like Will, I like Sir Rodney, I don't like Horace, but I can see why it's hurting him. So
I'm sorry. Are you talking to me, Avatar?
Yeah, you're the blind man.
I think you're mistaking me for some other blind girl. Understandable, but still quite offensive.
checking in with new haircut. I got bangs. Do we like? I don't know yet. I like them. It's kind of, it's cute, curly. I read about 10% of The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. I finished The Ruins of Gorlon yesterday, or the day before that actually, and I am moving on to God Killer, so we're gonna do some of that reading today. And I started The Lost Bookshop as well. So I've read The Night of Ghosts and Shadows and The Ruins of Gorlon by John Flanagan. So The Night of Ghosts and Shadows was written by Ellen Guan and Mercedes Lackey. I finished that, and I finished The Ruins of Gorlon. getting ready to go to my local library for knit night. And I read 4 chapters in God Killer by Hannah Kaner. Good. I like the writing style. It's pretty good so far. So I haven't shown this a lot on here, but I'm making the poetry pullover by Sari Nordland, and I had some issues in the yoke, but I basically figured out the rest of it after that. So, and then I did one sleeve like basically perfectly. Now I'm doing the other sleeve. Hopefully perfectly. Yeah. Checking in on Tuesday, July 21st. I have 2 appointments today and 1 long meeting basically all day. So it's online, it's fine. But I'm so drained. It's around 1 o'clock. I didn't even read. I haven't listened to anything. This is gonna suck. But I'm gonna try and read after my appointment later at 3:45.
I want to cut things because it makes me feel more empowered to do so when something isn't working, instead of feeling like I need to wrestle it into submission so that it does work, you know? I can just cut things. So.
Hi, checking in with my books. I've read about 30% of the Blade itself. I think this is supposed to be, like, for me at least, a physical read, because I have no idea what's happening, and I would prefer to just have a physical read. I'm also listening to the Lost Bookshop. The Lost Bookshop. I'm 15% of the way into that, and I am also reading an ebook of God Killer by Hannah Kaner. I like that so far. And today I have meetings all day and a writing group meeting at 6 o'clock. So I'm excited for that. So hopefully I can get some writing done today too. We'll see. All right. I just finished my meeting. I am going to read and knit and not write because nobody wants that, especially not me in a writer's group. So I had these sour Skittles that were bought from, I think, Wawa, and they are so sour. And the sourness lasts for a long time. And look, I feel like a kid again. I'm gonna have 5. Wait, did I do this right? No, I did not. All right. It's too distracted by the Camp Rock commercial. giant sticker on it. Cool. Love that. There's also a bookmark. I'm gonna read this today in hopefully less than 14 days, and preferably 10. We will see. Good morning. It's Friday. Woo! July 24th, maybe. I have meetings today. Have been making progress in the Count of Monte Cristo, the Lost Bookshop, God Killer, and the Blade itself. Slow but steady progress. Alright, so we're gonna stop here. I'm gonna check my messages, check my emails, maybe play a game for a little bit. I don't know. I don't want to do any more reading right now. I think I need a brain break. Maybe I'll go for a walk. Maybe. Okay. It's around 5:30. And I've read 2 chapters in God Killer, and now I'm listening to The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods. I also read The Wayfinder, kind of just bouncing around. Hello. It's Saturday, July 25th, maybe? I think so. Yesterday was July 24th, so... I've been listening to The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie for about like 4 hours. I got 12% of it done, so it's taking a while. So now I'm going to take a break from reading that, doing sprints, and I'm going to read God Killer, I think. I am working on, I almost lost that. The end of my poetry pullover. I just have to finish the cuff, and then I will bind it off and block it, weave in the ends, do the whole thing. So it's Sunday, July 27th, I think. It's either the 26th or the 27th. And I am going to read today. I have The Lost Bookshop on, and I enjoyed parts of it. Some of it was interesting. So far, I'm almost 50% of the way through, so I still have a long while to go. I also am going to read The Count of Monte Cristo today, as well as The Blade Itself and God Killer. I have like 5 books going. It's too much. But I have to finish all of these, not by July, but as soon as I can, so I can get another prompt up. I have to film the next prompts for the month of August that I'm gonna work on, and I'm doing Do Your Shitstorm for the crafting, so I have a lot to do this month and next month. And I need to finish these books as soon as I can. Yes. All right. Hi, I'm on chapter 20. Whoa, not chapter 10. Chapter 20. It says right there. I am about 180 pages into God Killer. And I'm enjoying it. And yeah, I'll update you more when I finish. I think I stretched myself too thin because I needed to nap. I was gonna do some reading, but I don't know if I should. I have 5 more minutes of roasting my plants. I mean watering my plants, bottom watering. I'm gonna go now. Finished The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods. I got from 85% to 100% in the car today on the way there and back. And I also I'm going to be reading God Killer by Hannah Kaner. And I'm 60% of the way through that right now, but I have to finish it. And then I just have Hounded. So then I can give you a full update. So I'm planning to read Hounded in like a day. So tomorrow. It'll be great. Love it. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.